ladies and gentlemen, this is Carmine Sabia for Explain America. And guys, President Donald Trump, he scored big with Vladimir Putin yesterday. And then Putin said something that has the media absolutely furious, and I love it. Before we get started, please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Those little things really help us out, and they help our channel continue to grow. The media continues to try to downplay what President Donald Trump has accomplished with Russian President Vladimir Putin and what he accomplished by bringing him to the United States, to Alaska, meeting with him, and apparently some things were agreed to behind the scenes that we don't know about just yet. But what Trump is saying now is he wants a trilateral meeting with all the relevant people. He wants Zelensky, he wants Putin and himself, and maybe some European leaders. But what Putin said after the meeting, that's what had the media talking, and it's what had them furious. Why? Well, because Putin said unequivocally what President Donald Trump has been saying for years, which is if President Trump was sitting in the White House, this war would have never started. Had Trump won the 2020 election instead of Joe Biden, this war wouldn't have started. Those are from the words from Vladimir Putin directly. I think for a lot of reasons, I think he knows that Trump would have negotiated in good faith, but I also think he knows Trump doesn't play games. He would have never allowed that to happen. The same reason China doesn't invade Taiwan now. But the first Democrat president that comes in there, I think they're going to march right in because they've seen weakness. They know what it looks like. I want you to listen to the words straight from Vladimir Putin and let me know what you think in the comments.
He sincerely cares about prosperity of his nation. Still, he understands that Russia has its own national interests. I expect that today's agreements will be the starting point, not only for the solution of the Ukrainian issue, but also will help us bring back business-like and pragmatic relations between Russia and the U.S. And in the end, I would like to add one more thing. I'd like to remind you that in 2022, during the last contact with the previous administration, I tried to convince my previous American colleague that the situation should not be brought to the point of no return when it would come to hostilities. And I said it quite directly back then that it's a big mistake. Today, when President Trump is saying that if he was the president back then, there will be no war. And I'm quite sure that it would indeed be so. I can confirm that. I think that overall, me and President Trump have built a very good business-like and trustworthy contact. And I have every reason to believe that moving down this path, we can come, and the sooner the better, to the end of the conflict in Ukraine. Thank you. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. President. That was very profound, and I will say that I believe we had a very productive meeting. There were many, many points that we agreed on, most of them, I would say, a couple of big ones that we haven't quite gotten there, but we've made some headway. So there's no deal until there's a deal. I will call up NATO in a little while. I will call up the various people that I think are appropriate, and I'll, of course, call up President Zelensky and tell him about today's meeting. It's ultimately up to them. They're going to have to agree with what